Hello, parents. My name is Chris Allen, and I am your son or daughter's BC calculus teacher. And I wanted to give you an update of the week of September 28, 2020. This week, we are starting to delve into Chapter 5, which is differential equations and slope fields. So I just want to do a kind of a pretty straightforward example here, just to give you some idea of what we're doing. So suppose we're asked to solve the first order nonlinear equation dy dx equals x squared plus y over y squared minus 1. So the technique that we've been working on in the past, this is actually more review from Calc AB, is something called separation of variables. So we're going to separate the variables and we're going to use calculus to obtain the solution to this differential equation. So what we want to do is basically get all the terms in terms of y on one side of the equation and all terms in terms of x on the other side. In this case, I've got all the y terms on the left of the equal sign and the x terms on the right by cross multiplying, if you will. So now we want to undo these dy dx's, these differentials. So we're going to use the integration operation to do that. And so when we integrate the left-hand side, we're going to get y cubed over 3 minus y. And on the right-hand side, we're going to get x cubed over 3 minus x plus the integration constant c. And of course, then we can multiply through this equation by 3 to give us the implicitly written solution. This is the general solution for this particular differential equation. Y cubed minus 3y equals x cubed minus 3x plus c. So that would be the general solution. If we were to look at the graph that this gives us, this graph here, the red marks are what we call a slope field. And then I've put some blue curves on here. These are integral curves, and these would represent the shape of the possible solutions for such a differential equation, which, as you can see, would have several different, actually it's infinitely many different solutions. So some final thoughts for this week. Number one, we are obviously moving into Chapter 5. We're actually going to quickly jump into Chapter 6 as well. We are getting pretty close to being at the end of our AP Calculus AB review. So most of this semester so far, this first 9 weeks, has been almost all AB review. So I'm just trying to help make sure that students are remembering those key ideas from last year before we move on to the BC content specifically. We've done a couple of BC concepts, but not a lot yet. That'll start soon. And I'd also like to remind you, as I did last week, that the end of the 9 weeks is October 9th, Friday, October 9th. Please make sure that your son or daughter has all of their homework, quizzes, and tests done before that date. Thank you for your time.